Yeah, man, welcome to the Pundit Box. This is our first video. We'll be discussing the upcoming Premier League season and also, the upcoming footballing season in general, and also the amazing transfer window that we would have just experienced, and it's still going on. It's crazy. And by recording this video, the start of the Premier League season will be on Friday, Arsenal versus Brentford. So we're just going to be looking into predictions for the upcoming Premier League season. As I said before, the transfers from this window, as we know, it's been a crazy window with PSG and all, Aston Villa. Obviously, everybody knows who are the best window. So I'd just like to introduce my team, and my team is STAXX, Chad, Elliot, and we're just going to be here discussing the upcoming Premier League season, this transfer window that we just currently experiencing. So what we're about to start off with, obviously, is the most important one, and I think the most obvious one, and that's PSG's transfer window, because I think they've done some crazy business. So to start off with that, I'm going to let El speak about what he thinks about the transfer window from PSG. It's been a crazy window. So, yeah, as I said before, El state the stand, my guy.
All right, so I'm going to keep this short and sweet. For me, PSG's transfer window was amazing. Best value for money. Only spent 54 million on Hakimi. Everyone else is free. You have Messi, the best player in the world right now, and you have Ramos, the leader at the back, who's going to marshal them forward. Hakimi gets lots of goals and assists running on that right flank, linking up with either Messi or Di Maria, depending who's going to play. Not really sure. And then you have Donnarumma, the young goalkeeper. Navas is getting old, so you do need to refresh that right there. For me, the only team they can lose to in Champions League, or should lose to in Champions League, is City, if they get Kane. Other than that, they have to win it. They have to. If they lose to anybody else but City in the final, that's a failure for me. That's just my personal opinion on it. So, I'm going to let Chad or STAXX take that.
I believe so as well, because no matter crazy when transfer, when you see, like, they are the best window, and then to put Messi on top of it is crazy. They man get the best dribbler. I see saying the other day, the best dribbler, the best creator, the best goal scorer, and on top of that, still got Mbappe and Neymar. So
yep.
I think the bare minimum is to make the Champions League final or to win it. For me, Pochettino, it can be different for you from coming from managing Neymar and Mbappe, two superstars, to be managing Ramos, Donnarumma, managing Messi. It's crazy. And then for me, my management can be important for Pochettino this season. Not only getting the tactics right, my management has to be spot on, because if it's not spot on, it could cause conflict in the dressing room. I don't know what STAXX think about that, but for me, I think my management is very important. But good players tend to make it work.
Honestly, to me, in terms of the dressing room at PSG, I don't think that they're going to come into too many problems. Reason being, Lionel Messi. That being said, I also think that all the experience they have, the talented players, they've been around the world, players that have been there and done it all around the pitch. I feel that combined with Messi being the leader that he is, respected, like these players idolize this man. I don't think that egos, are even going to be allowed to come into any conversation. A man like Kylian Mbappe, you got to check yourself on the go, though.
Real talk.
Real
talk. Like Mbappe, I see him promote the other day talking.
He has a huge ego.
Talking about he want to leave and talking about where if he left, where he can go? What part of the world he can go?
Real Madrid.
Madrid. That's the only place he wants to go.
He now have nowhere to go. He have to stay where he is, because Real Madrid ain't got no money, and they gotta stop. You gotta stop him.
Yeah, but he's gonna go there, though.
Yeah, he can go there for sure. He can go there.
I think he's gonna go there next year.
Yeah, next year for sure he should be able to go there, but he not have no.
He will probably most definitely leave if they don't win the Champions League.
For sure, but like a lot of people, for me, right, and Mbappe can improve too, because his problem is the attitude a little bit, and
ego is huge. His ego is mad. It's mad.
His ego is too big, and to me, he needs somebody to humble him. And for me, he can't be getting all like that. Want me screaming at Messi and want me telling Ramos what to do. These men, He's been put he ain't to shape for sure. So he can learn to become a better player. This player did that, went there and done that. He has a long way to go. He got the World Cup on his name, a couple Mickey Mouse trophies in the league, but he got a long way to go. He's not on the level of Messi and Ronaldo yet. He got a long way to go. I think he's a quality player. He had a poor Euros, but he got a long way to go. Neymar,
All right.
was disciplined, poor. Well, I still think Neymar is the best player this generation after Messi and Ronaldo. The numbers speak for itself. The numbers speak for itself. And also, what this man does on and off the pitch is outstanding in most aspects. Obviously,
I don't know about off the pitch, but
he bad boy moments. Me want to be skipping training to go to his sister birthday party in Brazil and want to be partying. But that's in my life. But the point is, PSG experienced a brilliant window. I think there are other teams that did very well, and
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa for sure. We have to discuss about Aston Villa. So I put that into STAXX because he's a man that wants to see Leon Bailey worry about in the Premier League. I think a Caribbean man we want to see in the Premier League. I think he's probably I think he's the first real Caribbean man, first real
Jamaican. I think he's the first
Jamaican man to come up play.
What he made no.
Isn't Ravel Morrison?
For me, do it yard.
Right.
He's Trinidadian. Yeah, he's Trinidadian.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
that's true.
Aston Villa, brilliant window. What was your thoughts on it, STAXX?
Honestly, after watching that, y'all haven't seen it, the video, this Aston Villa CEO explaining, the departure of Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
They looked at the analysis of the team and said, well, he's a big part of our threat going forward. Just one, two players are not going to be enough. You're going to need about three. So remember, quality striker, despite the injury concerns, Danny Ings, to me, when fit, puts the ball in the back of the net, link up players, great, good. We back to goal. Running in behind, not really his game, but he got mind and ability makes him a great player. Leon Bailey, for me, could have been the Premier League years ago. He is like a Jack Grealish for pace for me. I not watch a lot, but I think about you see clips of him, flair, pace,
real pace.
Brandia, I can hear from the most of Brandia, but some seem like a good sign to me. Aston Villa is a team to watch this season for sure.
Correct.
Yeah, for me, I think I don't know what you guys right, but I automatically point in my top 6. I think this year, Dean Smith, I think he's an underrated manager, underrated English manager. He plays a decent style of football and gets you results. And I think a lot of Premier League fans will forget that. But Aston Villa the challenging for Europe last season with Jack Grealish, but then Grealish get injured in January. And then the fall off, obviously, because they're losing the talisman. And they not only replaced Jack Grealish with one player, bringing in a player like similar to like a scorer, one of those sort of players. They may bring Ings, Leon Bailey, and me Brandia. And this is top player. This is good up and coming players for me. As STAXX, I think Leon Bailey should be Prem everything. Everything.
Can't forget their goalkeeper, Emi Martinez.
Yeah, Emi Martinez, and they did the right choice of leaving Arsenal to come to Aston Villa, and they said it was a step down coming to Aston Villa. But look, I know them got to me.
I know what Arsenal was thinking.
They have a better squad than Arsenal.
I really and truly do not know what Arsenal was thinking when they decided to let him go.
I know, but this Premier League season looking crazy, and obviously, me a Chelsea fan. We had the best year ever gaining Thomas Tuchel, and we also had a very fairly quiet window. We chased Haaland for a lot of year. But
player rules we had to cool off this year.
Yeah, correct. But we also had having a decent window so far. We bring in Romelu Lukaku. Obviously, my first choice was Haaland. I'm the biggest fan of Lukaku washing me on the eye. But he's getting the job done. I'll keep the same energy, but man, I can keep the same energy. I just want to.
You gotta keep the same energy. You got to keep
I ain't a flip flop when it's the same.
All competitions here.
Can't go back on your word, buddy.
Well, we like can't come back from my word. They got some players out there, spot good numbers, but they don't like watching them. And that Lukaku and that's like Bruno Fernandes. But we ain't getting into that in a different. That's topic for another day. But obviously, Chelsea was leading in stats when Thomas Tuchel came in nearly everything in Premier League. First, and I think most chances created, assists, more shots on target, everything. But we was lacking. We were number 13th in the Premier League for conversion rate. You could believe that. And now we bring in
only because of one person.
One person, only because of one person.
Obviously, we're not gonna come in and do bear jump sometimes, but a lot as Zola said the other day, he's doing a lot of things off the ball, and he's doing a lot of the dirty work. But yeah, we bring Romelu Lukaku, obviously a top striker, man that can bring the goals. I ain't his biggest fans, but STAXX is one of his biggest fans, so I can lay that the room and lace. We got the civil.
Before we even get to Lukaku, let's quickly mention how Inter Milan get rid this summer. To the bone.
But they have financial problems, man.
Yeah, they got really looking at that kind of side because it's giving me the impression that the money more important than holding on and the players are trying to go for it again. But if you got money, anyhow, Lukaku.
Money off you, Matt, brother. Money off you.
For me, right. When I look at the world football players right now, the world class top players, man, I cannot think of another player from the top of my head that got a chip on his shoulder that Romelu Lukaku. Your man got unfinished business in England. Got this man to explode this season. He's a quality striker. He's a beast, a monster. Lightning quick, still at 28 years old. Still got
I know about lightning quick, but
he's pretty fast. He's pretty fast.
Man, rapid boy. Get sport. Finishing. My man is top boy. He touch and all that. He is a completely different player from when he left England. He left England on his knees. Right? He left England. He left England like on bad terms. Like he was unsure of himself as a person, as a player.
As a player, yeah.
No, he's proven. Come on, show the rest of it. I don't know what to expect. Show me like NARINE. That's all I gotta say about that.
I understand.
Man, listen, I just feel right. I'm a flip-flop, right? And I ain't Lukaku biggest fan, but if you getting job done for this badge here, that's all that matters. But for me, we address one issue. I think he's centre back that we after right now is Jules Koundé. From the games I see, if you look, that I personally watched him a lot was the games against Dortmund in Champions League and in the Euros for France at right back. But I ain't really judging it for France because obviously.
I want to hear the United man perspective on the transfer window, though.
Yeah, I think United had a good window too, but what's the thoughts on all that? I think United had a good window as well.
I'll actually get to Chad. Let Chad speak first, actually.
Okay. To me, the window, I'm happy with the window because we needed a right midfielder. We got that.
Correct.
One of the top right midfielders in the world right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We needed a center back to pair with Maguire, obviously, because Lindelof is Lindelof. And I believe Harry Maguire and Varane will have a good season because based on his performance in the Euros, I know he had a great pairing with John Stones, right? If I'm not.
Yeah, John Stones.
Right. I believe he just needed that next centre back with him.
Yeah.
And I think the defense area should be good. Now, moving on to the midfield, we all know we need a defensive midfielder. Yeah, but I don't believe that we are going to get it. So for now, I would just be happy with. I ain't really happy with it, but I guess I have to say contented with McTominay or Fred or Matic because
when a man work with Mickey, most men that can't even move the ball up the pitch. And when a man talking about Fred and McTominay, when I'm in a Premier League or you feel Fred and McTominay can bring you a title battle, Old Trafford.
Well, we all know. Speak else.
Man, but I don't think coming with this Mickey Mouse man. But I would like to know from Els, right? Personally, what was your ideal defensive midfielder you would like United to bring in?
Before I say that, I don't even think, even if you don't get one, I don't think we even need to play McFred. McFred doesn't need to happen. It doesn't.
It really doesn't. It will.
Yeah, I know it might go because your former manager is a donkey, but he doesn't need to. You have Donny, you have Pogba. You don't have to play McFred and try and shoehorn Pogba. You have Donny van de Beek and Pogba. You don't have to shoehorn Pogba on the left.
You mean new sponsor team? You mean new sponsor team viewer?
Yes, our new sponsor team viewer that was not played a lot last season for whatever reason. The times that we were playing McFred so much, we didn't have to play McFred. You could put Donny instead of McTominay or Donny instead of Fred. The same way. That has to happen this season. For me, it's possible. I don't see the problem with Donny playing there. He literally played every time he plays there. He doesn't do a bad job. He literally does better than McTominay and Fred every single time he played. And he wasn't much last season, obviously. He only started 4 or 3 games in the Prem.
But as I said right before you continue, right, Stat, what is the defensive midfield like to bring in?
Who personally?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Right now, I know I'm not really the biggest fan of Declan Rice, if I'm completely honest. I would take him. Yeah, I would take Declan Rice, but if I can choose any defensive midfielder right now, that's realistic. Sure. That's realistic. I'm not gonna say Kimmich or anything like that because that's just not happening. I would see maybe an Ndidi or something like that. A Kamara or someone cheap like that from France. A Kamara.
I would take Ndidi as well. Ndidi's a great CDM.
Yes, I would take him. He's good at breaking up the play. The passing might not be the best, but he can screen, and that's the most important thing. Someone to just hit. Exactly. So I would take him. Rice I would take, but not the biggest fan. He's English tax and about 80 million for just no reason. It's not worth that much. And yeah, for me, it's just indeed that's my preference right now. That's realistic.
What about Jadon Sancho?
Sancho, I think will do well. He's in terms, but I think he's gonna have if I'm being honest, I think he's gonna have a little bit of a slow start because he's adapting to a whole new team, whole new system, whole new league and all that. So I think maybe in the first 5 to 6 games, he may have maybe 1 goal, 1 assist or something like that, but he may have a steady performances, but may not get the GA. But I feel once he embeds in the team and works with everyone and starts learning the players and stuff like that, I think he'll just go on a madness. So I'm not. I think so
too. I think so. I was a big fan of Jadon Sancho. That's the reason why I've been running out January, and I ain't gonna criticize you from game 1 or anything. I love Jadon Sancho. I think he's one of my favorite players. I think he possesses a lot of quality. I think that was a really good signing for y'all. Real vets that want to get him after all, but that was a very good signing for y'all, to be honest.
A long time coming, man. A very long time coming.
You got a quality player there for sure. Long time coming. Take a year to do, but you get Sancho, you get in Varane. Speaking about Varane, I think he will make Maguire a better player. But in my opinion, for United to push on, they need to get a better manager. But we're gonna leave that for when we get the predictions. Yeah. So we assess a lot of good transfer windows. Three transfer windows. Sorry, United, Chelsea, and Man United. But now we have to move on to a couple teams like Real Madrid. They did a couple business getting Alaba. Obviously, losing Ramos. Losing Ramos and Varane is massive, and I don't know what's Real Madrid plan for it. And I think for them right now is top 4. I don't know in a poor.
Yeah, they will still get top 4.
Yeah, they should.
They will still get top 4, guaranteed.
They should still.
This is gonna be a weird show, but I think they're gonna win the league. I think they're gonna win the league.
You think, partner?
What do you think they're gonna win? Tell me what you think they're gonna win.
Because I feel like.
I feel like
look, I know that they're me out as Benzema and their wingers are just not clinical enough. But at the same time, it's a new manager, right? We don't know how Carlo's gonna play yet. We literally don't. So I feel like if they can, I think that most of their wingers are gonna become more clinical and actually score more goals and maybe help the team more. For me, I personally think that everyone in that team will just become better in some way, shape, or form. If Vinicius could finish chances, he actually could score a lot of goals. He actually could. If you really study it, he misses a lot of good chances. That's why he doesn't get a lot of goals, but he actually plays well. It's just that last end product. That's his problem. That's the same example. Rodrigo is the better one, better Brazilian for me. He's more direct, and he scores very important goals. But again, same problem. He's still not as clinical as he needs to be. Bale is back. That's another thing, coming off a very good season at Tottenham. Very, very, very good season. So hopefully maybe he can have some form in it here and there. Benzema, we know his class. Asensio, maybe he can catch back some form as well. So I think it might not be as bad as people are saying. For me, it could be better, but hey, I still think.
That's where it's coming from, but I still think Barcelona got a better team, in my opinion. Right now, they have.
That's fair.
Obviously, losing Messi is huge, but still got Memphis, the player that come in. He had a good start for preseason. They also have
Can't really say Aguero because Aguero.
This Pedro boy got
Really?
arrested now. This Pedro fella got arrested now. Man play Champions.
He chose to came back. He chose to come back.
Play Euros. He play Olympics for Spain. This boy like Benny Bunny Energizer big man, because I don't understand how this man be playing so much minutes. So much money his boy playing
already. He's back
in training already?
Yes, he's back in training. He chose to come back early because he didn't feel like having vacation.
Like, I love football, but I can never love football. So much little vacation.
He better be an impact sub for the rest of until next year, because that man has played so many years.
But like obviously it's just disappointing that a lot of the top clubs like Barcelona, Real Madrid ain't got like the spending power. A lot of people happy. Personally, I think I've got a lot of fans that would be happy about this, because the Premier League, the English teams that was in Champions League haven't been winning the Champions League as more often as the Spanish teams in recent years, like La Liga with Real Madrid and with Barcelona. But no, I think teams like Chelsea, City, Liverpool, even United with an asterisk, remember I say so with an asterisk.
Yeah,
please do not even. Why are you putting them in this conversation? Remove that. Remove that altogether.
Based on team that
keep the same energy. Keep
the same energy. He's just not
your words. Keep the same energy.
We can be realistic, man. United in the Champions League or whatever, but I don't know that Mickey Mouse manager he can run in the Champions League for real. But
we can't run both categories right now. Recent times.
But with the teams that obviously in it right now, like the English teams, but all those Spanish teams hurt right now because of financial problems. The thing for me now is to kind of step up and try and win some Champions Leagues. No, because Barcelona, Real Madrid don't spend much money, and I don't even think they spend any money, honestly. So hopefully they could match Champions League football based on the squads I have.
No, look at this whole situation. Let's look at this whole situation. Real Madrid.
Yeah.
We could agree on one thing, right? As English fans growing up, English football fans growing up, Barcelona and Real Madrid have had dominance over Europe for the majority of the years of our growing up, right?
Yeah.
True.
No, for me, right, is really exposing the true colors. These clubs, these Galactico sides, these super teams, how they get behind chat bucks. Know that the well-run, right? Because these people, they have been breaking FFP rules. As a Chelsea fan, might not be the most, my hand might not be cleanest, but these men are breaking these rules for years upon years. Yeah. So, no, the well-run, right? Like the two break, the camera pay La Liga for the hash money. They want to really see, right, what these clubs are made of. How long till we see a comeback from the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid back to the dominance that we know?
I would give them 3 years.
No, I wouldn't say so, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so, right, because I wouldn't say so, right, because of the strategy that Florentino Perez possess, right? The problem is La Liga clubs. I don't think them is 50+1, but I think them is generate most of their money from shirt sales and from obviously match going fans from match days. But obviously, I had fans in La Liga last season. And it crippled the teams a little bit because that's them bread and butter. Getting money from the fans. And like the Premier League that got rich on is like Roman Abramovich and Shaq Mansour, the Glazers, FSG, etc. These men is rely mostly on the fan power. So I think the money that they was looking for to get themselves out that would have been Super League. Obviously that failed.
Yeah, I'm glad it failed.
I'm glad it failed because I think it take the beauty of football away. Right. And the beauty of football is the fans, and people just forget that. We fans,
sorry for them.
We want to educate people about the sport we all love, and people want to come and take it up just so we're Super League.
Right.
But if I get into that day, it's gonna be a long night, man. And how many
It
real
could turn
vets
a
that can
blind
hit too.
eye at Real Madrid, right? Because Real Madrid have been dominant straight through the last couple of years. Barcelona, right? Signing players like Coutinho on massive wages, Dembele on massive wages, and nothing to show for it in terms of output on the field. Let me be real.
Brother, with Griezmann wages, you might could buy Euros every, a Lamborghini Euros every week. You might put about $700,000, but
I have no sympathy for Barcelona Football Club. These people have people at the club to do finance, books, where we spending money, what money coming in.
I don't know.
Man. How do you give someone $900,000?
No, you're right. That's the truth. But the Premier League clubs, Abramovich and these men are dealing with oil. Them ain't really get affected because everybody can keep buying gas. So
yeah, the structure different. No, the structure different. The benefit that we more because as you said, we got owners that were willing to invest. This, that, then got boards, running the boards, this thing that I think Barcelona. Yeah, but you can't separate the fact that you president or you president do that can't, so you club it there. That's why you gotta tell these Barcelona fans, man. But
you see that man them best the greatest player of all time left in club because them still want standing. They still want standing Super League because that's the money that they can get money debt. But they're so stupid. They may know that the fans coming back in stadiums and they ain't getting them out them debt. Because think of it, right? These men will get financially crippled since fans wasn't in stadiums. Since last March, I think like last time they probably have fans. I know the fans are going, them men struggling, man.
They're panicking.
50 years from now, right? Barcelona fans our age will tell the stories. They will tell the story to their grandchildren about the greatest player of all time, Lionel Messi, right? And when they have to tell that child when they tell that child why that player left, right, the man get grimace, take a deep breath, and say because of the two fucking breath. Man, that's a disgrace, B.
That's shocking.
That's a disgrace.
However, though, I still believe that they will maintain dominance in La Liga. However, though,
big man. Remember, I ended having the same conversation with my partner. I tell this man, if we were to say, right, Barcelona were a Premier League club for next season, y'all think Barcelona finishing top 4? Be realistic.
I don't believe that.
Yes, they would.
Crazy, man.
I don't believe that.
They literally would.
If you compare the weakest side in our top 4, I would say
Liverpool.
We could say not Man United. Say Man United.
Come on,
No, please.
No. Let me not get into that, right?
Liverpool.
Everybody has their opinion.
Your team is not better than Liverpool, bruv.
Don't forget, one Barcelona for Liverpool and met United better than Liverpool.
Didn't say they were straight, but all right.
On paper,
have a better team than Liverpool.
Okay.
Hold on, man. So if you're comparing Barcelona with Manchester United, you got Ter Stegen, De Gea, or Henderson. I'm taking Ter Stegen any day. You got Saka or Roberto.
All right, give me a top 4.
You're taking Roberto over Wan-Bissaka?
With Barcelona in it? My top 4 for Barcelona.
In the Premier League, give me your top 4.
Okay.
No, with the team as currently constructed.
With Barcelona,
so I include in Barcelona in this top 4, right?
No. You are including Barcelona in Premier League race for top 4. No, are they in it or not?
Yeah, I would say so.
They literally are.
Because if I compare my top 4 with Barcelona in it or without it?
With Barcelona.
With Barcelona? My top 4 with Barcelona would be Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Barcelona. I still think I'm gonna make it because I believe they're better than. We have to
be United to drop off.
United. Yeah, I believe they're better than United. I think Liverpool. Liverpool better.
Man, I think that would be like poor difference. So Barcelona's so poor right now, and La Liga is so it's so poor in La Liga that all this can happen, and these men can finish first, second, or third again.
Not first, Atletico.
It's not poor.
First, second, or third.
It's not a poor league at all. People need to start down ground. I believe La Liga is a quality league. I see better football in La Liga on weekends when I watch in La Liga than Premier League. I'm sorry for some teams. I rather sit down and watch. I rather sit down and watch Sevilla play tiki taka than sit down and watch Burnley play this lower block ignorance every week in and week out. I got my head tired, got me bored. But
huh? Maybe top 4. If Barcelona was in Premier League next season.
City, City, United, Chelsea, Liverpool. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see that too. I can't see Barca. I very sorry.
Me hear you, Elliot.
I would the exact same thing except I would change Liverpool for Barcelona.
Liverpool for Barcelona.
Liverpool for Barca.
That is a team that drop out against United.
You know what? You know what? Listen, Red STAXX, wait. I understand. I think L's point will probably be due to squad depth for United. Because I think United's squad depth better than Liverpool's.
Our starting 11, for the most part, is literally better than Liverpool's.
Your starting 11?
It's literally better.
Okay. I think you're wrong. You want hard for sure, boy. You want
what?
Step cross you boy. What band?
We have a better left back.
Elliot.
We have a better left back. We have a better midfield.
Better left back.
We have a better left back.
Elliot.
You're saying so like straw is clear.
I thought currently, right now we have a better left back, we have a better midfield, we have a better center back.
Better
Robertson.
Yes. Currently.
I gave Robertson over Shaw.
Currently, Shaw is better than Robertson. Right now, currently.
That's a debate. That's a debate for me. That's a debate for me.
Let me not debate. No, let me not
debate.
Another thing.
Anyhow,
we should move on. Let me just move on to Prem now. Let me move on.
That statement was shocking though, Elliot.
Yeah,
I better than theirs.
First thing you ain't gone. You don't have a midfield. You can't say that you have a midfield.
No problem. Let's just move on to the Prem now. Let's just move on to predictions and get all that jabba.
For me, it will be Chelsea, City. It'll be Chelsea, City, Liverpool, and big man is a toss up between United and Barca. That's the truth. A toss right there. I can see United dropping out. I can see Barcelona dropping out.
Look.
I understand where you're coming from, but I in hindsight, I feel that we'll still make it. I glad everybody got opinion on that.
I think the make it is barely though.
Yeah, for sure. If the make it is barely, because Because if you look at it, the Barcelona team, I look at the other day in preseason against and that Gamper's team is.
That's saying on this point, that's youngsters on vibes.
Nope. The team got youngsters on vibes, man. The team got zero. It's got zero.
Yo.
The team that team just poor, no man, and it just disappointing me.
He is the only remnants of class, really.
Because I grew up watching Barcelona and then how it is, and with Xavi and Iniesta and Busquets, and them going out to Pedri, Busquets, and Coutinho. And Frankie de Jong is a player. Pedri's a player. Busquets is still a player. It's still a
team in a team. Well,
but the
team want to see the point out.
They need another top center back.
Guys,
they need another top center back because of declining. But as we said, we have to move into the Premier League.
We have to move on.
We get a bit off topic. So to move into the Premier League predictions now.
Let's start from 20th.
I personally let me start from do we top 4 and then top 6. Obviously, I want everybody's opinion for their top 4, top 6. But
everybody got the same top 4.
Yeah. I think everybody will buy you.
That's not true. I got to say interesting.
All right. I want to hear what this interesting. I want to hear what this interesting thing is, man.
No. This is gonna be a big show. No.
Right? I'm about to share the table and everything. So I just want to know if what I'm serious about.
Talking about top 4.
I really think we should start from 20th and come out to make it more.
Let me just start off from the top 4. We'll do relegation.
All right.
We're gonna
First,
guys, we're gonna do relegation. We're gonna do the top 4, and then we're gonna have to do just right now. So continue. You give me your top 6 because I feel they got so much teams now that are quality and it's just like less than these teams that are up and coming.
I forget Leicester just doing that Barca thing, you know. Forget about
You need to do a top 6. So what's your number one spot, else?
For me, the City got Kane. City.
Okay. I think some fans could agree with that.
Sadly, I think City win the league. I think Chelsea will come second. 100%.
Chelsea will come second. Okay.
100%. I think United will come third.
United will come third.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, this is where it gets interesting though. No, this I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate for this now, right? But I'm putting Leicester 4th.
Agreed.
Leicester?
I don't think they can do that third. I don't think it's gonna be 3 bottles in a row.
You don't feel that Brandon Rodgers can bottle it 4 times in a row?
Nope. I genuinely think Leicester can come 4th. I do.
I think well 3 times in a row, not 4 times in a row. I think I could come with a shot for that, but I believe that Liverpool still got.
No, you're forgetting this, right? Salah and Mane have to go for AFCON.
Yeah, but I know AFCON. I don't really get that. I know that they have AFCON, but I think that
for a while.
AFCON might got to get fucked off.
But hold. AFCON.
Might got to AFCON fuck off.
Hold on. AFCON going on during the winter break in Premier League. So if Mane and Salah make it to the finals if Egypt and Senegal are playing final, they're still only missing 2 games. So it's a win-win in hindsight because they're playing the AFCON during the winter break for all the clubs because Premier League recently get the winter break because Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, all these clubs should do a winter break before. We recently start doing it the season, the 1920 season. We had implemented, and then last season, obviously with Corona, we couldn't afford to take so much time out. So, what's your fifth place spot? I guess
Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool, and then my sixth now. This is where it gets interesting because for me, it's actually between Spurs or Villa.
Spurs or Villa?
Yeah,
I don't say Spurs. Losing Harry Kane is a massive statement. With that money they have right now, they can't replace Harry Kane, bro. There's no striker.
With Harry Kane?
There's no striker in this world apart from Lewandowski that could go in that team. And I don't even think with a proper striker that team game because I think comes 7th for last year with Kane.
Bro, where did they finish last season with Harry Kane? 7th.
7th.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Villa 6 and then put Spurs. Yeah, I'm gonna put Villa 6. Villa 6 for sure. I'm gonna put Villa 6.
I believe so too.
Just for that reason, because if they don't have a full good for.
Yeah, Elliot, I ain't give you a fuck up thought shit here. That's where funny. You fuck up thought shit here,
but let else continue. What's your 7th place spot?
Spurs.
All right. Boy, you man ain't got no hope for Arsenal.
Conference League for Spurs again.
If
Arsenal will get 8th again for the 3rd time in a row. For the 3rd time in a row. 9th, I think would be Everton in 9th.
Everton.
Yeah, I think Everton will get 9th. I think that Leeds will get 10th.
Nobody bought on drop now. Nobody bought on drop, man. I don't know how you made down there, man. Come on.
I think Leeds will get 10th. Leeds
will get 10th, all right.
Yeah, you want to put Arsenal?
Got Arsenal, man.
Oh, I ain't that bad.
But a lot of people forgetting Arsenal ain't got no European football, you know. But I still think managers are poor.
Let me hear relegation teams.
The relegation teams? All right. Yeah. This is really gonna be interesting. I'm gonna put Brentford for sure. Brentford are going down. They're not gonna stay down.
Yeah, I think so too.
I also think that Southampton are going down.
Southampton? Okay. I think losing losing Danny Ings is a big miss. But they're bringing me boy Brojo, who had looked very good in preseason for Chelsea.
Yeah, but they're losing best, as you say, you're losing.
And they're bringing Adam Armstrong.
They're losing
from Blackburn. Yeah, Blackburn.
Yeah,
Rovers.
but you can score a lot of. It's the quality of the squad. Yes, James Ward-Prowse is good. Armstrong might be good, but really into Nathan Redmond, 32-year-old Theo Walcott. Romeo, really?
So you have Brentford 19th or 20th?
20th for sure. Bottom.
Was you 19th team?
And my 19th is actually, I want to put Burnley there so badly, right? But I just feel that Burnley just do this madness where they just stay up all the
It's
time.
up to you, bro.
Someone put Norwich in 19th. Norwich. I think Watford, the reason why I'm not putting Watford there is because Watford have been in the Prem. They have more experience than Norwich in recent times. And they know how to stay up. So I think that Watford will stay up.
And your mid-table, I guess, would be Crystal Palace.
No, I put West Ham there, actually. I put West Ham behind Leeds, actually.
Okay. West Ham.
Then I'll
12.
Put Wolves, boy. I'll put Wolves, boy. I forget Wolves. I'll put Wolves there, though.
When they can do the whole 20 fucking slots.
What Wolves then?
I'll just leave it. And then Crystal Palace can finish there. 12th. I think Crystal Palace will finish right there. Yeah. Palace. Yeah. And I think Brighton will finish below Palace right there in.
You know what? Brighton's still lacking a striker, though, but that's a story for another day. I think 17th will probably be Burnley.
Burnley for sure.
Yeah,
Burnley
poor, and they haven't improved.
Newcastle, and then Newcastle. And then who's last? Whoever's last.
Watford? You got Watford to finish 14th?
Yeah, Watford to finish 14th. I genuinely think that Watford are going to do pretty well this season.
Yeah. I forget West Ham, though. Where we put West Ham?
Wait, did I put West Ham in already?
Where?
And below Leeds, I put West Ham. Oh, you messed up. Yeah, we know. You messed up. Chelsea. Where you put Chelsea?
I think I put Chelsea. I think I put. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Right. And then put.
And then we had
Wolves and West Ham. Yeah, just put West Ham there.
Right. And then I guess you're probably
Palace.
Yeah. All right. We can't put Palace to get ready. I believe Brighton will be in our position, but
all right. We're gonna do whose table we're gonna do next? Whose table we're gonna do next?
You wanted to say fast.
Go start.
Clear that can't find them.
No, it can't clear it. You could replace it. So just so we have to say.
Chelsea.
Oh my god.
Lukaku gets 25 in the league. 30 plus overall. City.
City.
Yeah.
Liverpool coming strong for third place.
Wow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I ain't done yet. Leicester. Right, left
what?
Look.
You're mad.
United.
Nah.
Put it there.
You're chatting shit, bro.
Put it in.
You're chatting shit, bro.
Put it in.
There's no.
Listen, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me speak, right?
Right.
I don't blame STAXX for putting you there. I don't blame STAXX for putting you there, for putting United there where you want to wait because you got all
Look, let me tell you something right, Elliot. Let me tell you something right. Everybody has improved everywhere. Here, my man, you don't have a midfield yet. They know you ain't got a midfield.
We're gonna finish the talk for STAXX. Come on, man.
You know, I believe United can finish in top 4 just based on quality squad there. I believe. You know what? I met this bull thing. If Ole gets sacked, I want to bring a top manager like a Zidane or a Conte. I feel like he could get one of top 4. But with Ole, I don't believe he can get one of top 4, you know?
He's done twice in a row, though.
I put in United, but I put in United because they got a better squad than Leicester. A better squad.
Yeah, let's start finishing top 6.
So look, that is my top 6 from 1st to 6th. That is how I think the first 6 can be. You mean they bottom 3 now? Bottom 3.
What's your relegation?
My relegation, I agree with Southampton.
Okay.
Newcastle. Yeah,
so you would take Brentford or Norwich?
I put in Southampton, Newcastle.
Okay.
That was a good show, you know. But I don't think Newcastle would have.
And it's between Norwich and Watford.
What? So you think Brentford gonna stay up?
You think Brentford gonna stay up?
Ivan Toney can have a fucking match season, brother. For my first ever first time in top flight, got to do it at least once a game. I think Billy Gilmore is gonna have a breakout season for Norwich, but will it be enough?
No.
I don't think so. It's just like football for them to have a breakout to get relegated anyway.
Yeah, I think Norwich should go down as well.
Wait. Norwich or Watford?
I think Watford are a bad team. They got Sardini. Norwich just got Pookie and when they're going no stats, so they're losing a man that I think was their top scorer.
Put Billy Gilmore there with
they signed Josh Sargent. They signed Josh Sargent from Werder Bremen.
Yeah, just put Norwich there.
Yeah, I think Norwich. Yeah. So all right. I'm gonna do my top four down and just give it to Chad. You know, I left the best for last, you know. But
yeah, of course, he is the best for last.
But moving on to my top four.
Ali, I was against yours, by the way. That's actually how everything is gonna go. Good luck.
Yeah, but right, my top four is I agree with you saying top three, but the top four I think I can put in United. I believe with the squad they possess. I think they come at top four, but I agree. I get a point where Stocks coming from because United got a poor manager. Man. I do not rate Ole. No,
that's another thing. Gosh.
Poor manager, very poor manager.
Still can't beat us.
They wrong man to splash the cash for telling you that for no.
Beating Chelsea is not a trophy. Me beating Man City and Villarreal.
I know what happened though.
2 trophies.
He get fired, brother.
Yeah.
We
can get into. Don't worry. We're not gonna talk much football. We're gonna get into our
Frank, some of the islands in the Caribbean, the full headed here, big man. You're my only come by this time. Telling you from now.
We're gonna go into the managers to be sacked the Golden Boot, and I think that would be the end of our discussion.
Your relegation first, so we can give it to Chad.
My relegation, I believe that. I don't think Southampton will go down. I think Norwich for sure going down. I think Newcastle will just stay up. So I'm going with Burnley. I think Burnley is going to go down this year.
I pray Burnley go down here.
And I believe Brentford is going to go down. I read Ivan Toney. I think he's a bagsman. And I think Josh De Silva is going to have a good season at midfield. He's one to watch. I was watching a video the other day with Marcus Gale. I think he's one of the ambassadors for Brentford. And he said that he could watch it for Josh De Silva. He could watch it for Ivan Toney for sure. He's a bagsman. He's the one that everybody will know about. But for me, my relegation can be Brentford, Burnley, and Norwich. I agree with this top 6. I think the 2 teams from the Midlands, from Leicester and Aston Villa, Leicester and Aston Villa can make it to Europe this year. I don't think Arsenal good enough. I think they bring in Ben White and Taveja or something. And I bring this Lakonga guy, but I just can't see them making top 4. I can't see them making top 6 with that squad.
Is it just me that think Bayern White is so just overrated? He's decent,
yeah,
but he's just overrated.
Who's overrated, big man?
Who's
overrated? Ben White, he's just decent.
All right, Ben so we see here.
I think Ben White is a good signing, but I don't think we're 50 mil. But I think we can move into him. He's not here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah.
First.
I think you could leave that there.
First, I give it to you don't have to change it around. First is Man U, second Man City, third is Chelsea, fourth is Liverpool, fifth is Leicester, sixth Tottenham, seventh Aston Villa.
You go back up.
Arsenal. I believe that Norwich, Burnley, and Newcastle will get relegated.
Whoa, wait, hold up a minute. You must say United's gonna win the league.
No further comments on my prediction.
You smoke a A for a jam or you smoke a A for Vince. See which one? But I think the jam will probably got him moving a bit more.
I have said what I said. If it does not happen, it does not happen.
You know what?
This guy, man, under fraud.
United, you said who second?
City, then Chelsea, then Liverpool, then Leicester, then Tottenham, then Villa, then Arsenal. That's all.
That's actually a good thought. I actually rate that. The fact, the only thing I don't rate is the league.
I think we need to. I think we're gonna assess this though.
Huh?
He said he's just Spurs 5th, and he said Leicester 6th.
No, he said Spurs 6th.
That's before Spurs.
Yeah, he said Spurs 6th, and Leicester 5th, and then Aston Villa 7th.
Okay. You might not fucking thought 6. I thought it was so fucking shady.
Boy, he's just 7th for Arsenal.
Yeah.
8th. No, he said 8th for Arsenal, and then 7th for Villa.
Oh yeah.
I honestly feel that Leicester game made top 4 this year, so Chad when I go watch when I cancel that 4th spot.
Shut up.
No, he ain't just make a bold prediction with Becca Pet put him on first. What do you think, man? You not finishing first, brother?
Well, I think that. I don't. But Oli, I know Oli is not the best. But I just don't know. I just believe something can happen.
You got a reason for making this bold prediction, Connor, but you ain't think, man, you mean you would think, right, with a squad with signing Sancho and Varane, that's a team that won't go win Prem and still got players like
honestly, right.
Bruno Fernandes.
That's like, honestly, to me, right now, right? That's like, don't afraid to put no fear in me, but man, I am right.
Same, boy.
The only side that can chat to me is City, and City cannot chat to me right now, so I have
listen to me, right? The only reason that we're not considered title challengers or we're gonna win league and stuff because of Oli. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Like if we had not even that, we can literally win the league with what we have. We don't even actually have to get another season we can win the league with what we have. We could have won the league last year if we had a better manager. We actually could have won the league last year. Are you drunk,
big man? Are you drunk?
Listen to what I'm saying.
You were miles off the league, brother.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Number 2 next to your name last year.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, right, is that in those games like Sheffield, in those games like West Brom,
call me 5-2, brother.
I don't care. I'm just saying, in those sort of games, they could be better in-game management and in-game tactics. Even from a better manager, could have got us over the line. So in those sort of games, if there's more chance of us winning them if we had a better manager. I'm not saying for sure we would have won it, right? But if you had a top coach, then better than Oli, there's more chance of stuff changing and maybe winning the game, getting over the line. And we could have won the league because last season's league wasn't that, the quality of it wasn't as good as it normally is.
Let me tell you something, right? You finished second. You are not and have not been the second best team in England. Like, brother, you are nowhere near it.
I don't think we played good football. I think we just grinded out results.
You are not the best.
The second best is what got us over.
You were not the second best team in England. I agree. Somehow you think you could have won the league.
I agree, but that season there in past, I believe United can match the top 4. Stats don't think they can match the top 4.
I think they're going to underachieve.
Chad got a prediction that they can win the league. I don't know how, but I didn't see what he's going to turn. I think Ole is going to be first manager to be sacked. I don't know what you
honestly, think about I would say so, but we don't know.
Between Vieira or Ole for the first manager to be sacked by Christmas. What is your thoughts on that, Elliot? I know you're an Ole out man. I know you want Ole out the club. So tell me who you think will be first manager to be sacked.
Well, I always said that I think Ole should get sacked in December because I want him to prove me wrong on this. But you see that October, November period, those fixtures. If we, for example, put a Bayern in our Champions League group, we could be playing Chelsea, Bayern, Liverpool, Bayern, and then Arsenal or Leicester in that scenario. We have to play bare top 16s in that period. So if he goes in that period and fucks up, the league's over. It's done. So for me, if you ain't winning the league, what are you doing here? Because if the fans say progress, third, second, well, there's only one place to go. First. If you ain't challenging, by the end of that time, bye.
Man, hold on. It take you to get to this point, brother.
What do you mean?
Hold on. It take you to get to the point where it's league or bust, bro. He should not be in a job today. He should be.
But it's not. I'm saying, he's not gonna get sacked today. So I have to go off what's going on right now. I think he should sack right now.
So last season, what was the expectation last season?
to win, at least win a trophy in the situation that we were in. We had to win.
That's how we know that that's not the same club.
We had to win Europa League in that situation that we were in. For me, we should have challenged, not challenged, but maybe, yeah, we probably should have challenged for the league in that kind of league. As I said, we should have won the league. If we had better in-game management, some things, I think we could have won the league. But you might not think so, but I think so. We should have won Europa League. We should have at least won one trophy, maybe a Carabao Cup, maybe an FA Cup, something like that. I think we should have just played better football, done more things with the squad that we had, but we just didn't. We just didn't.
That's five
yes,
second
is good. Second is good. Second is good. By the end of the day, to take it to that next level, I just do not believe that Oli is the man. But
I want more trophies.
If he proves me wrong
this week than you in 5 years.
But shut up. If he proves me wrong, I'm glad because that only helps United. That only helps the club right here.
It's like nuggets here, man.
Shut up. You must start with 6-piece nuggets. Look, I want him to prove me wrong, but in my humble opinion, I don't think he will. So
yeah, I agree as well. I believe as I said, I think he can be the first. I think for me, I think he can be first manager to be sacked. I just don't think he got enough, man. It got a lot of.
As long as he gets some kind of European football, keeping that job.
Yeah, for sure. But
keeping that job.
I think by Christmas, I think in Christmas, man, you be in 8th, right? Like say them 8th. You sack a Ole and you bring in a Zidane or Antonio Conte. That's when I would become first in Man United. I ain't like because I think they still got world class players in their Pogba.
As you know, NARINE, you have no respect for that man. You have no respect for that team.
I don't mind that. I don't have any respect for United. I hate my United fans with a passion. Growing up as a
like Chelsea fans,
Caribbean, like
who does Oli, bro? Nah, answer me, big man. How does he have a job? How?
I don't know. But we can see the season. We can see the season though. But moving on though, since STAXX are there, who you think can win the Golden Boot? Lukaku
next. Yep.
Okay. Elliot, who you got for Golden Boot?
That's a good question. I hear you trying to study it. No, I don't.
Say what you want to say.
No, because
Harry.
If Kane goes to City, right? No, that's not what I'm gonna say. That's not what I was gonna say. I knew
studying this area.
But I think that no, stop it. He's a bum. Anyways, so if Kane goes to City, I think he'll get Golden Boot. 100%. Okay. But if that doesn't happen, for me, it's gonna be Lukaku. Like, if that doesn't happen, Lukaku. Like I actually think Lukaku's gonna do really well for Chelsea. If I'm being unbiased and putting aside that I hate Chelsea a lot, I think Lukaku will score a lot of goals for y'all. To be honest with you.
Now, today I see a report that City put in 150 million euros. That was the amount of money they're looking to spend on Harry Kane. And if that goes through, and I see your report tonight, Daniel Levy interested in accepting it as well. Let me tell you, if that goes through, and Kane goes to that, I got him to be a Golden Boot. But if that don't happen, as I will say, I agree. I think Lukaku.
Anybody watching this, right? Disclaimer: NARINE is in every single press conference related to all of these clubs in which we're talking.
So am I.
Transfer tips, as well as any transfer tips. These are the fellas that you want to be talking to.
All right.
Yeah. As a man that's keep up to date with everything, as we
I'm on Twitter all day. Literally all day.
On Twitter all day, so. Just like Elliot. I just like
the director, players, the agents, the fathers, the uncles, the nieces, the nephews, the wife, everything.
Is the truth, man.
Chad, who you think who's gonna be Golden Boot?
Chad, who you think is gonna win the Golden Boot? I think.
I said Harry.
You think Harry? Okay.
Yeah, Harry Kane.
All right, but I think that's gonna be my last question for you guys. Who do you think is going to win? No, who you guys have as a surprise of the season? I asked Elliot this earlier. No, the surprise of the season is going to be the surprise. In fact, you could say a surprise team, or you could say the surprise player of the season.
Billy Gilmore.
Who?
Billy Gilmore.
Okay, I think that's a good show.
Good show.
Struggle. He's gonna be in a relegation side in a dogfight. But you said that your surprise team in the season gonna be Aston Villa, correct?
Yeah.
That's
I
mine too.
believe so.
I believe
I believe so as well. But I think Elliot had told me a while back who is gonna be a surprise for the season. Who you think is who's gonna be our surprise player this season?
What did I say?
I cannot remember, bro. But you told me a surprise player before.
Who is it? I'm trying to remember. No. No, I'm not gonna say Martial before y'all think I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
For everyone watching, Elliot loves off of Martial. I don't know why. 5 years, 50
Yo,
goals.
guys, hey, 55.
But we're not going to get into that tonight. 55
goals.
Right?
167 games, 55 goals, 26 assists, and
He signed 5 years ago.
Man, that's tall.
He
50 minutes in the drain, they'll continue.
Yes, people. The same team with the same time as Rush.
He signed
6 years, but we won't get into
Zero
that.
trophies.
Who's going to be your surprise?
Yes, no, yes, trophies. Yes,
Won the European League.
Carabao Cup.
Community Shield, back home. So.
We got FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and a Europa League. 3 trophies.
Leave out the Martial banner tonight. Obviously, I had to slide that one in, but who do you think is going to be the surprise player this season?
Really, I think it's going to be that's a really hard one. I'm going to go for someone like Patson Daka.
I think that's a good show. I think
he's going to do pretty well for Leicester. I think he's going to displace Vardy.
But the thing is that I think it's a good show, but I don't think he can be surprised because I don't think he can start over Jamie Vardy. I still think Vardy is the front line man. For me, I think surprise this season, this can be a well. When I told Elliot this earlier, I think the surprise player this season gonna be Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, you did tell me.
That's a good one, actually.
Because if you look at the rate he passed through season is real poor, and Liverpool looking again a striker. I think Liverpool is not gonna get that striker, and he can know that he know that they want to replace him because I got talks of Liverpool fans this season saying after the poor season they have, we gotta get striker. Bobby Firmino ain't good enough. I think this season now he can step up and get back into the form that he was in 2-3 seasons ago. I still think he got the technical ability of a world class player. I think quality, but the finishing he got to improve.
But I don't think he's really a striker.
I think another good shout for surprise this season, I think it could be Timo Werner because he got Lukaku now, a big striker holding up the ball that can just lay it off for him and he could just simply tap it in.
Hopefully.
Because he's messy tapping too. And I beg tap the man.
I remember when he cleared off the lane against me. He cleared
I heard Leon Bailey shots yet.
Leon Bailey, I don't think Leon Bailey is a surprise this year. I think people got Leon Bailey to come in and perform. I think people got Bailey to come in and perform.
I think it's going to be a weird show, right? I think that most people that played bad last season will do better this season. I 100% believe that in terms of strikers as well.
Looking dreadful.
I don't know about
I don't think Aubameyang can be a surprise.
Obviously, you don't have to be Arsenal standard, but you know it's Arsenal.
He has been poor in preseason as well.
The right announcement finally coming. Contract already signed until June 2025.
Yeah, he's getting announced tomorrow morning.
Who is this?
Varane.
Oh, Varane.
In the morning. So, because he trained today with his squad, so.
Look, Elliot, I got a feeling, but that's like looking.
No, we have to.
All the ingredients in there. I went all the ingredients in there. The flavor ain't getting right. Not the flavor ain't right. Food ain't taste good.
You're right.
You could get all. Listen. Right, I'm talking about United, right? Just a little analogy. You could get a carpenter tools to build one of the best looking houses. But if he don't know what he's doing, the house ain't get built. That's all I got to say.
True.
That's all I got to say. But for Chad, who you think can be the surprise player of the season?
I was going to review with Bobby because, to be honest, the only person I could probably either think of is Aubameyang, but based on preseason form,
a surprise because he had one bad season and he 3 or 4 seasons in England. So
but Narine, after he signed that contract to that extension, he has done absolutely nothing.
He's literally done nothing. I think he scored 4 goals ever since he scored. No, not 4 goals. Probably more than that.
How can you be doing that and you are the main man of a team?
375,000 pounds a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got so much credit in the bank. It was funny for that with that man. Yeah.
Very shocking.
Yeah. Very shocking. Very shocking.
That man don't really stack you off. No, that man was talking about Bellerin first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's his life, though. That's his life. That's his life.
But he can't blame it. He used to carry that side straight through.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But guys, I think that's going to be the end of us. I don't know if STAXX, if Els, if Haynes have anything else to say. This is going to about what I'm about to say. Going into the Premier League season, Martial season. Okay, we can hold that. We can click that. We can have that all over whatever you have to say.
No,
guys,
Martial season. He don't even believe that himself again. Courage that.
But guys, thank you very much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's going to be our first video, so by the time you'll be watching this, it'll be around 12 o'clock Friday midday. Make sure you guys getting all your players for fantasy by the deadline. This is going to be a very exciting season. I think fantasy can make Prem a lot of money this year because a lot of quality players, but they know, man. So, as I said, guys, thanks. Please like and share, subscribe to the video. You'll see our first video Friday. And
peace, guys.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Yep.